having stations in each other countries, states and cities. Now we can infer that the trade relations with Bhutan is good, right? Hello students, welcome back to Paathshala classes. This is Shashwat Dubey, one of the faculty members of Paathshala classes, and today we are going to discuss a very significant news that is in discussion as to the new pact or the treaty that has been signed between these two countries, namely India and Bhutan. Now, what are the conditions, terms and conditions that have been laid upon, other goals that have been agreed upon, the mutual agreement of these two countries over this by signing this particular cooperation or the treaty, and every other relevant details. For getting to know the facts and other conditions agreed upon by these two parties, please stay connected throughout the lecture. So without further ado, let's begin. India and Bhutan strengthens custom cooperation at 6th JGC meeting. JGC stands for Joint Group of Customs. In what is the venue wherein this particular pact has been signed? It is Thimphu from April 24 to April 25, 2025. In order to, what is the goal? It aims to reinforce bilateral cooperation in custom operations, and particularly the meeting focused on streamlining trade processes and consequently strengthening the digitization and automation. It has got two goals. Kindly take a note. To reinforce bilateral cooperation in custom operations, and specifically the meeting focused on streamlining the trade processes and consequently strengthening the digitization and automation. Why this particular treaty is in the news all over the country, particularly India? Because this particular joint group of custom meeting between India and Bhutan took place in Thimphu on 24 to 25 April 2025, which has been established in the previous section and has already been discussed. However, the event reaffirmed both nations' dedication to strengthen customs cooperation, trade facilitation, and secure border management. Apart from all these, the high-level representation also included the chairperson, which was Mr. Surjit Bhujabal, who is India's CBIC officer, and Mr. Sonam Jamso, who is Bhutan's, who was the representative of Bhutan's Department of Revenue and Customs. These two people represented their respective countries. The India-Bhutan trade relations. As far as the India-Bhutan trade relations are concerned, India is Bhutan's top trading partner, accounting for nearly 80% of its overall trade. Bhutan, being landlocked, relies heavily on land custom stations along its borders with India, which is 6 in West Bengal and 4 in Assam, which is total 10 in number. The totality of the custom stations are 10. The key agenda items discussed: these 10 stations, custom stations, particularly in India, 6 in West Bengal and 4 in Assam. Now you can get to know from these facts as the relation that these particular countries, these two countries share with each other, having stations in each other countries states and cities, now we can infer that the trade relations with Bhutan is good, right? And apart from this, there has been no conflict as of yet with regard to these stations that are already in function in the country like India. The key agenda that was discussed while signing the treaty and in this particular JGC meeting, what were the agenda that has been taken care of, taken into discussion, brought into discussion and deliberated are means and includes the very first, transit process digitization. What is this transit process digitization? It emphasizes on automation of customs transit procedures and increased digitization to reduce delays and enhance efficiency consequently. Apart from this, the electronic cargo tracking system, that is ECTS, the discussion on real-time monitoring of transit cargo using ECTS for greater transparency. Last but not the least, the last two agenda that was deliberated and discussed in the meeting included coordinated border management system, that is often used in the abbreviated form like SBM. This particular topic was brought into discussion because of its relevance, as it focused on enhancing collaboration between Indian and Bhutanese authorities at border checkpoints. And lastly, the pre-arrival customs data exchange focused on sharing of import-export information in advance to streamline inspections and clearances. And lastly, what was the outcome of this JGC meeting? This JGC meeting concluded with two outcomes basically. The very first being, both the nations reaffirmed their shared commitment to strengthening bilateral customs ties with each other, thus easing trade and securing border operations. And lastly, the session ended on a positive and forward-looking note with plans to sustain regular cooperation. So that's all for today. You can go through the lecture for your preparation for your law entrance examination, particularly CLAT. And for any other updates with regard to GK or current affairs section, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel of Paathshala classes.